for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big run there by Jones. 48 yards on the ground.
First down.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Derek Wolfe.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game. Head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. The open man is Westbrook. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Buying time to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
1st down, Green Bay.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A tackle made by K.J. Wright. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's long. Touchdown, Packers.
Number 11.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Penny, the ball carrier.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
For DK Metcalf. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Preston Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it, They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
It's a gain of
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Penny on the toss right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the two winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these two, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talked about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
22 yards there, a first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 4-point game. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he completes it to Westbrook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, Wilson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead. But this time, he gets it to go.
The score is Seahawks 20, Packers 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
And when you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
4 makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They go play action with Wilson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And a Packer first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Seahawks 34, Packers 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
A gain of 15.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
That one goes for 24 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Over the middle. That's caught by Adams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rodgers going to try and run. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Touchdown, Packers!
Rodgers
from 4 yards out, and the Packers get a score closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun to give to Penny. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Wilson with the give.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flush to his right. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson, he'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man, Donnell. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
The Packers 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, Wilson. Step, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline. And I think this one might just be over.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Throwing now is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 14. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Now Rashad Penny. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.